You tell us a little bit about the impetus that led you to put together Ripple Effect.
Sure. So there are two reasons that this book came about. As a therapist, I felt like people were coming into the counseling center with less and less ability to manage stress in their everyday life. But they were feeling overwhelmed, feeling chaotic, feeling anxious. And for the first time since I had started as a therapist, anxiety had surpassed depression as the #1 reason people were accessing our services. And so I felt a little bit helpless just at the sheer number of students coming in, feeling as if I couldn't do enough to meet everyone's needs. And so I felt like I wanted to kind of go upstream and figure out why people were falling in this river of stress. And at the same time, I was going through my own personal struggles. My husband was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. He had a 1% chance of survival. My father was also very sick with dying from heart failure at the same time. And it was during that time that I felt on a lot of levels that I could just curl up in a ball in the corner. But I had 2 kids, and my husband's job was to get better, go for treatment, do everything he needed to do. And my job was to kind of take care of everything else, the kids, the house, make sure that their lives are okay, and make sure that he was comfortable. So I started, interestingly enough, I started my yoga teacher training at the same time that he was diagnosed. And I left the yoga classes feeling good. And I thought, I shouldn't feel good. My life is a mess right now. There's no reason for me to feel okay right now. And then the therapist side of me started being curious about, well, what happens in the brain when I practice yoga that allows me to feel okay, even if it's just for a few hours or a day. Sometimes maybe just for 5 extra minutes. And the research showed that there are different parts of the brain that are activated when we're stressed, when we're overwhelmed, when we're anxious, and which is very different from the part of the brain that's responsible for calming us down. And mindful and meditative activities live in the part of the brain that's responsible for calming us down. And I thought, that's really freaking cool. And people need to know this. And that gives me impetus to practice this more. And if people knew that they could control how the brain's going to react by doing something mindfully or meditatively, then they'll be a lot better able to kind of manage stress in their lives.